Hey buddy! Welcome back to the channel and to World of Warships. Today I'm featuring a game of the tier 10 Japanese gunboat destroyer, the Harugumo. The Harugumo and its little sister, the Kitakase at tier 9, is of course a new addition to the game, following the other great Japanese gunboat at tier 8, the Akizuki. And this is an extremely powerful ship. I mean, this ship is one of those things that makes me get a bit baffled about wargaming and their decision making. Because a while back we have another great gunboat destroyer, of course, the tier 10 Russian destroyer Khabarovsk. And Khabarovsk was during quite a long time the big bane of the ocean, pretty much. It was a thorn in the eye for any battleship captain, unfortunate to end up in the same matchmaking. So wargaming started to implement the nerfs, bringing out the old nerf hammer, and starting to nerf concealment and gun range and torps. That was a good one. Well played, wargaming. Nerfing the 10 km torps to 6 km. And all the Khabarovsk captains was like, this ship have torps? Yeah. I should maybe explain that to people who haven't played Khabarovsk that much. Khabarovsk was, as I said, an extreme powerful gunboat, but it actually also had 10 kilometer torps. So wargaming thought it was a great thing to nerf, nerf the range of the torps from 10 kilometers to 6 kilometers. But the thing was, the torps was never really an issue with facing the Khabarovsk. Because as a Khabarovsk captain you pretty much never understood that you had torps, because you were so focused on bringing your guns to bear and getting all that nice UC damage. So that was a bit of a moment for wargaming. And of course, after they finished nerfing the Khabarovsk, they instead put this ship into the game. That is pretty much the Khabarovsk on crack. Which makes me wonder a bit what their thought process were around this. Because, I mean, this ship has pretty much the same or even more powerful gun loadout as the Khabarovsk. It doesn't have the Khabarovsk extreme Russian railgun shells. These are more like American floaty arcs. But, I mean, the massive amount of power you can put out with these guns are just insane. And that's just only the beginning on this ship. Because you also get those amazing, wonderful, great Japanese 12 km torps. And you get a torp reload. So you can launch 6 torps at 12 km. And then you can hit your reload button and launch another 6 12 km torps. Which means you pretty much put all the Japanese torp boats to shame. So you have like one of the best torp armaments in the entire Japanese destroyer line. And you also have pretty much the best gun armament in all of the destroyer lines in the entire game. And of course, that's not all, because even the Tier 9 Torp-based Japanese destroyer, the Harugumo, has to choose between getting a Torp reload or a smoke. Nah, this ship doesn't have to do that. We give it a smoke as well. Why not? And of course a speed boost. And by the way, that's the way you take out the enemy Harugumo. No, so I'm just a bit curious what the Wargaming was thinking when they put this ship into the line right after they have nerfed the Khabarovsk. Because, I mean, this has pretty much the firepower of a Worcester, a Worcester, or whatever you want to call it, the Tier 10 light cruiser in the US line. It has pretty much the same gunpowder, but no citadel, so you can't be citadeled. And you have a smoke. I mean, the Worcester or Worcester has really good range of consumable as well, but that ship doesn't get a smoke. So you can pretty much play the Harugumo like a Worcester. You can pretty much park behind an island and just fire spam Yamatos and Izumus to death without getting detected, because you have these nice lofty US gun arcs, so you can pretty much shoot over any island. And of course running IFHE, which you pretty much need to do with those bad 100mm guns. And of course I go with AFT as well, so I get this insane range of 15.1 kilometers. I can pretty much fire spam battleships from half the map. So yeah. And of course, when you don't have an island to hide behind, you can just park in the open and pop your smoke. Yeah. Well, let's get into the game, actually, shall we? But as I said, I'm just baffled sometimes about Wargaming and how they do their implementations and nerfs and everything. But hey, maybe they will nerf this ship soon as well. They will probably take out the speed boosts. Yeah. So, I just secured my second kill in the game. I'm up to 67,000 damage. 4 fires. I helped secure the cap at B. And now we don't really need to push that hard, because we do have a cap advantage and a ticket advantage. We are equal on ships right now. But I feel like I don't really want to play passive in this ship, because this ship is really built for aggression. And what you witness right now is pretty much the only downside to this ship. It turns like a brick. I was hoping to make this turn and be able to help my Musashi player on my team here to take out that gearing that popped up. But this ship has pretty much, I think, even worse turning circle than the Yamato, which is the tier 10 Japanese battleship. I mean, this ship is really big and clunky. So, well, that you could probably put in the con column if you put all the rest in the pro column. So it's big, it's clunky, it will eat torps, it will eat battleship AP when they are actually able to shoot at you. So don't expect to do any next level torpedo beats in this ship. Because, yeah, that won't be happening. So, I had an enemy Atago here right before that torped the Musashi. So I'm guessing that he is still around somewhere, probably to my left. And I guess he will be heading back now when I start to flip this cap. So I'm assessing where I should send my torps. I don't have RPF on this ship, which would be great, but you really need those captain skill points for better skills. And here he comes, and my assessment was pretty much spot on, actually. Looks like those torps are gonna be quite good. Yeah. That's one Atago, not long for this world. So I managed to secure my third kill with a devastating strike, and I'm closing to 100k damage done. I also secured my first solo capture, and now I see a full health enemy Conqueror. And Conquerors, they burn really well. Unfortunately for me and my team, they also have that amazing print me a new ship button, also known as the British Battleship Heal, that can pretty much heal up 60% of the ship whenever he feels like using it. So you could say that shooting HE, setting fires on this guy, is not that productive. But at the same time, this ship really has a great potential usually to set fires. And whatever I can do to wither down the health of this Conqueror, I will of course try. That said, if you're close to an enemy cruiser or battleship and they present a nice UC broadside, you should definitely switch to armor piercing. And try to focus that line midships between the hull and the superstructure. But as you can see, I managed to get some perma fires on this guy, and he is burning down quite quickly. And of course you can also see by the color of my gun arcs, I have my Yamamoto captain on the Harugumo. And that is of course for that extra chance of getting the special Yamamoto skills. Getting the first blood with Yamamoto, getting you one extra consumable, which of course would greatly benefit this ship. So you get an extra smoke screen, an extra speed boost, and of course an extra great torp reload. And of course, getting a Kraken Unleashed with the Yamamoto captain is giving you a extreme, almost British battleship heal on the Harugumo, and also that enormously boost to the gun reload, which would be just insane on this ship. I mean, you could pretty much melt down any ship in the game within seconds with that gun reload. So I'm looking forward to getting Kraken with this ship and this captain. So, made number 1 in the match, which is always nice, of course. Especially beating out the Omni player, who was the other Harugumo player on our team. always nice. So 2.2 thousand base XP. Also did pretty good damage. Torped that Harugumo. And also burning down some battleships. And making quite a nice profit as well. So guys, I want to thank you guys so much for checking out this video. Please leave a like and a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to this amazing World of Warships channel. I mean, seriously. Until next time guys, have a good one. Bye bye.